Hi everyone, this is Danny Rodriguez from the Ann Arbor and Plymouth Seventh-day Adventist churches. I know that some of you have made decisions to study the Bible, draw closer to God, and those are wonderful things. But then you may be wondering, what do I do? There's this amazing, wonderful book, and you look at its thickness and you're like, where do I even start? How do I read it? How do I study it? Well, one thing that you already know is that definitely begin with prayer. But after you pray, what do? I wanted to share a simple principle that I do, and it's not the silver bullet. This is not the one size fits all. This may work for some of you, this may not. And so I just wanted to share one thing that I do. And that is, there's a principle that I have found in Jeremiah 29, verse 13. It says, "You will seek me and find me when you search for me with all of your heart." See, God wants to be found, and he can be found in his word. And so what I do is, rather than trying to read through the Bible in 1 year, and if you've ever attempted that, you know that after the first week, after New Year's, and all the excitement is gone, and perhaps the support or the accountability is gone, you barely make it past the book of Genesis. So one thing that I decided to do was read one chapter of the Bible a day. And that way I'm able to focus, study it, read it, and reread it even more. And by doing this, you will have read through the entire Bible in 4 years and 10 months, so in almost 5 years. And you may think, oh, 5 years is too long. But guess what? You will have made it through. And it's only one chapter a day. For example, I'm going through the book of 1 Kings right now, because I began in the book of Genesis chapter 1 during New Year's. And I'm already in 1 Kings. And so what I do is I'm searching for God. I'm looking for the application for my life. Yes, these are stories and accounts that happened thousands of years ago in the Far East. And you're wondering, how does this apply to me? It is still very relevant for us today. So when I read, for example, in 1 Kings chapter 1, I could see how 2 of King David's sons rebelled against him, and they tried to overthrow their father, the king. And as I read that story, it hit me, as a father, that as a father, I am responsible for the upbringing of my children. Will my children respect me in my old age? But then when you read 1 Kings chapter 2 the following day, then the focus is on King Solomon, another son of King David. And this time, you see how this child actually listened to his father, listened to the counsel of his mother. And so now the emphasis is not on the parent, but on the child. And am I being obedient to my parents? Am I honoring and respecting my own parents? And so see, when you read these stories, you look for these applications. You look for the lesson for your life and how it can be meaningful for you. So I hope that this short tip will be able to help you in your devotionals, and that you may not only be able to find Christ, but find yourself in these stories as well. God bless.